Welcome to another episode of the original Donkeykast. I am Justin, and this is
Derek. Hello.
There he is. All right. It's E3 time, huh?
Yeah.
Kids? Huh? The old E3? The Electronics Entertainment Expo?
Yep.
Nailed it.
The most wonderful time of the year.
Oh, yeah. God, I'd like to go sometime. Maybe next year.
I might go this week at some point.
Just go ahead, check it out.
Yeah. If it's not expensive.
I probably would if I were you.
Yeah, if I'm here, I mean, there isn't really much reason not to. It's the first time I've ever been here as it's happening.
Yeah, totally. Do you know where it is? Is it close to you?
Well, it kind of depends on where you're going, I think. Like, which venue for, like, presentations and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, they rent out different auditoriums and shit.
But isn't it
I don't know where
central? It's not one central building.
Well, there's one for the main thing, but each presentation has its own thing. Like
the conference.
I forget who was in the Shriners Auditorium yesterday or something like that.
Was that one close to you?
I don't think so. Nothing's really too close. It's big.
Yeah, I just saw that the Devolver Digital press conference was held in the Dave Lang Memorial Convention Center. I don't know if that's just a straight up joke or if that actually exists.
That'd be funny. If it's real and they picked it for that.
Yeah. I mean, if that is what it's called, they probably, that's probably why it was made. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool though. Yeah, you should go check it out. You should you should periscope it and then and then put it up on Donkeykast.
Yeah. Well, I could live stream from YouTube too, I bet.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah. I don't see
so I just log into our account.
Just charge that phone.
And bring along wherever a little battery pack thing is. I have one somewhere.
Yeah.
So I get another few hours.
Yeah, do it. Go find Giant Bomb, Pestro.
Yeah.
Cliff Blazinski. What's up? So yeah, the press conferences, there's been 3 now, 4?
Yep. It's 4? 3 as far as I know, but Devolver Digital, I suppose, counts, huh?
Oh yeah, it's just I don't know. It seems like it's more of a joke.
Yeah.
And the article I said that it starts with a dystopian vision of the future of E3. So I think it's like mostly a joke.
Yeah.
But that's good. And I mean they didn't, It was like a Twitch. It aired on Twitch.
Okay. So never mind.
But it was during their E3 coverage. Like,
sure.
They gave like a half an hour slot or something like that. I don't know how long, but yeah.
That'd be a cool thing to put to use. Like, find a way to make a half-hour show at E3.
Yeah, for sure.
I know when I finally did a show in whatever the Minneapolis, it wasn't a games convention, but that was the nerdiness that I had. So I just did a bunch of jokes about video games for the first time since you can't do those anywhere else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I was
like, oh, this is super fun. And the people love these because when else do you hear a bunch of video game jokes?
That would be a great gig. And you wouldn't even have to be that good.
Right.
That's the thing about being like so specific.
Yep.
They just want to hear jokes about video games. If you're a video game comic and there's like no other video game comics, that's so easy.
Yep. You're the one. You're like a conservative comedian. You're the most popular because you're the only one doing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like people who like Gallagher. They like the fruit smashing. There's no other comedian out there smashing the fruit.
And Gallagher too.
Well, that's a hot button issue, but yeah, I don't. the first press conference was EA,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't think of anything I wanted to play out of that.
I
What
want
was that?
Battlefront 2 personally.
Really?
Looks cool. Well, I'm a Star Wars guy, so yeah.
Oh, that's the Star Wars. Okay, yeah, that did look
Yeah.
cool. I was
Yeah.
thinking the other thing that Battlegrounds. No, Battle
Battlefield,
is
probably.
that the
Battlefield.
is that the
I
Call
think
of Duty
so. The
one?
war one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Battlefield,
that's what you
Battlefield.
meant. And I was like, all right. Do it for me, but all right. But yeah, that did look cool. The first one looked cool too, but I heard it had no like nothing, like no meat to its bones.
Yeah, it was super basic, like seemingly a proof of concept almost when you'd watch stuff. You'd
Mhm.
be like, I feel like you could play it for 30 minutes and be done with it
Oh,
because
that's
there's
great.
only multiplayer.
That's what you want out of a $60 game.
Yeah.
It
Plus,
looked
it wasn't
gorgeous. It looked
yeah, and
very good.
they figured out a way to like the fact that they used episode one, they used the Theed Palace and the
Hmm.
Naboo as a place to
Yeah,
be, really seemed like that's a big choice to make to show off
yeah,
that as your first level and to have it
it
actually
is a
look
bold choice.
great, you
Yeah,
know?
it did. It absolutely did. And I was watching Giant Bomb's coverage of it, and
Yeah, me
like
too.
Dan Riker was just saying, like, this stuff actually looks cool. Like, if you
Yeah.
think about how episode one looked, it was actually pretty cool.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah, that
just,
was what it had going for it.
yeah, it was just when anyone would speak.
Yep.
That was the
Fortunately,
problem.
they probably don't have too much of that.
Yeah, hopefully. There is a single player campaign though.
Yeah, so that's like the big thing in this one that everyone was clamoring for.
Yeah, well, they released half a game
Yep.
before, but yeah, I wonder if it'll be good. I have a feeling it will be middling.
Yeah, I think for me, anything middling or slightly above is good enough if it's Star Wars, because I've played so many shitty Star Wars games
Sure.
where it's like,
Yeah.
just give me a functional thing in that world and I'm psyched.
If I hear that there's a really good single player, that's the thing that'll get me to play it. I
Yeah,
feel like. I mean, I like Star Wars, but I'm not as into it as you are.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
yeah, it doesn't really do it. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah. I mean, I'll see the shit out of the new movie. I
yeah.
don't
See,
know. I don't have that fandom in me anymore, I don't think.
I don't know that I do either, in the sense that, I mean, I'll see the movie a couple times, but I don't really care all that much.
You can't when you get
Like,
to a certain age. It's like you just feel
yeah,
like you've seen it all in some
and it's
form or
not for
another.
you anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I,
anything new that you're gonna see is gonna be a surprise. It's not gonna be Star Wars 12.
right.
Like, it's a pretty known quantity. It's like when 7 came out and they're like, it wasn't original enough, and it was like it had 7 in the title.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
And it had to be a reboot also to give
Yeah,
the
in a
next
way, for
generation an
sure.
idea. So it was like, oh, perfect. It was pretty ideal. It rehashed the story in a new way, told a bunch of
Mhm.
people what Star Wars is like, gave you new character. It did so much really well.
After 3 of the worst movies of all time. Like, honestly, those movies are so
Yeah, well,
bad. I mean,
they're not
they're not even bad for Star Wars movies. They're bad for pieces of entertainment that were released.
yeah, yeah. They're
Like, they're
not
so
enjoyable.
dull, and there's so much money in them.
Yeah. They look cool. I feel like with slight re-editing they'd be great. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like,
I mean, you'd have to edit all the
well,
dialogue out.
well, a lot of it. I don't know if you've seen, but when they did the Phantom edit and they re-edited some stuff, they would just like take the voices and do robot voices over them, and then put text at the bottom of the screen.
Um,
So instead of
Yeah.
having like the robots speak jokey English, it'd just be like a bunch of robot noises, gibberish with subtitles, and it'd be like, oh, that's how you fix it. You just completely replace the
Oh,
dialogue.
it was just the robots.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying like they put robot voices over the people.
Oh, no, no, no,
It's
no.
like that's
Sorry.
jarring.
Basically, like turn it into alien language and then
Yeah,
totally replace everything.
yeah, that sounds like the way to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. Uh, episode 8 will be interesting. It
Yeah.
seems like they have conflicting problem. Like Mark Hamill doesn't seem so into it, which is kind of okay with me. It kind of makes
Yep.
me think they're doing something interesting for once.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll see what happens, but it does kind of like change my view. Well, whatever. I'll see it and then judge it. I'm not gonna think of it ahead of time knowing nothing and think it's gonna be a bad move.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, wasn't the guy who wrote the middle one the guy who's writing this one, the Empire Strikes Back? I think he's writing this one, right?
Yeah, Irv Kirchner.
Yeah, right. Isn't that true?
I think so. At the very least, he helped write the last one,
Um.
which is part of the fun.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Oh
why part
wait,
of.
huh? It says on IMDb that Ryan Johnson wrote it. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
He's the
Isn't he
director.
directing it too?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, he
okay.
directed some episodes of Breaking Bad. I didn't know that. Yeah, he hasn't done a whole lot. I
Yeah.
only know him because he did that Mountain Goats video, which is like that's kind of cool that they got a director that's like not super well known. He directed Looper. That's like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
his one big one.
And I'm sure he's like Star Wars fanboy. That's why you do it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that was a lot of the fun reason why JJ, when he did it, is knowing like, oh, okay, it's in good hands.
yeah. But he's like a big name,
Totally.
and when you
Mostly, I
nobody knows
just mean
Ryan Johnson.
no. Yeah, mostly I just mean I want a Star Wars fan to be making those because
Yes.
then they have an appreciation for what to do and what not to do to those characters
Mhm.
more than some schmo.
Yeah, and also like I don't know.
Well, hopefully it'll be
Just
cool
I
and they'll
don't.
make some video games out of it.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be bad, but I uh, would be surprised and delighted if it was great.
Yeah.
I guess that's how.
My hope is that it's dark like Empire, like that they kind of follow that pattern of the middle one being like a
Yeah,
loss, essentially.
you would think so. I mean, they're definitely doing three. Or have they even settled
Uh-huh.
on three, or are they just like we're making these for
Yeah,
all?
three at least. I think they're pretty open-ended because they're doing one on the off years, one Star Wars story, you know what I mean?
Has there only been
Like
two since the seven? Did that come out?
one.
Did that come out in 2015?
16?
No,
7?
there's no way episode 7 came out last year.
15, late
Last year
15.
was
That's
Rogue
it was
One.
like late 15. It was like
So
December.
they gonna do a new Star Wars movie like every Christmas?
Well, it was every 2 years to do one of the big numbered ones, and then every off
Right.
year they're doing a Star Wars story like Rogue One.
Yeah, that's what I
And the
mean.
next one I think is it's either Wedge, Boba Fett,
Aren't
or
they
wait,
doing
maybe it's
the young,
there's
the
Orlando Calrissian because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Donald Glover is like playing Lando, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
But I don't know if they're working on that one yet.
Isn't Chris what's his name? Gonna be Han? Or am I just crazy?
Maybe Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Is that crazy?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
can't remember. Um, let me look. untitled Star Wars anthology film. Amelia Clark, Donald Glover, Woody Harrelson,
Hmm.
huh? Michael Kenneth Williams. Oh, I thought that was somebody I knew at first. I don't see anyone that would play. Oh, there's Han Alden Ehrenreich. I don't know who he is, but soon America will learn how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Hail Caesar.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, I'll see a Star Wars movie every Christmas, I guess.
Yep.
Why not? But that's like also falls into the thing where it's like none of them have to be great.
No. They just got to be
Donald
not
Glover's
terrible.
Donald Glover's gonna play Simba.
Oh, really?
Apparently, I didn't even know they were making
Hmm.
another Lion King. They're
Yeah.
making another cartoon Lion King. Why?
Yeah.
Why do we need this? Donald Glover, Seth Rogen, James Earl Jones, Billy Eichner. What? Eichner? Is that it? Eichner?
Yeah. Billy Eichner. Billy on the street.
Yeah. You know,
Billy on the street.
I've seen like 30 seconds of that show and I hated it and I turned it off. But then every time I see that guy in something else, he's really funny. So maybe I just like saw a bad couple seconds of that show or I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But I definitely was like, I hate this, and I turned it off. But he's super funny in Parks and Rec and stuff.
Hmm.
Um so yeah, that's the Lion King.
Cool.
All right, we
Got that Lion King update.
yeah, we should get back on track. So EA, they had the Star Wars. They looked all right.
Yep. No Way Out looked cool.
Oh fuck yeah! Have you played Brothers?
I played it a little bit, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah, I just finished it like 2 or 3 months ago. That game's good. Nice and short, right to the point.
Yeah.
Tragic ending. Pretty much what
Yeah,
you
that's
think, but it's done well.
part of the reason I didn't finish it. I was like, I'm gonna experience this later when I'm
What?
like
In a better mood?
settled in for it. Because I
Sure.
felt like when I sat down, I was just gonna push through and finish it.
Yeah. That's why I did 2 settings.
Yeah.
It's good. And their new game
Cool.
looks really good too. That looks like a really interesting, cool way to do it.
And the fact that they came out and talked about Brothers ahead of time was like, I
Well,
liked that. So here's this game,
well,
like not hiding it.
yeah, almost as if to say, listen, these guys know how to put 2 characters on the screen at once. And here's a new game. I kind of like his focus. Like the guy they brought out was really into it. I think the creator, right? He was very into it.
Yeah.
Very excited about the game. Apologize for being arrogant. I like that a lot. But yeah, that split screen, and especially like the one guy was watching the cutscene, and the other guy was like up on the railing seeing that cutscene from his point of view, and could walk
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fucking
Yep.
cool. I mean, it's one of those things that probably won't influence, like one of those like things that won't influence the other games, but
Yep.
it'll be great in that little game.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be little things, but
Yeah, right. Maybe there'll be
Very nice.
sections of the game where you'll see that. But yeah, that looked really interesting and fun. And I like how the what do you call it when you split up the image? The split screen. The split screen was
Yeah.
different. Like depending on what was going on. Like it'd be on the top or it'd be smaller or it'd be like
Huh.
that it looked dynamic in that way, and that looked kind of cool.
I don't even know if I noticed that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was moved around a lot, like almost like framing. It's almost cinematic, even though you'd never see an entire movie like that. It did
Yeah.
have this weird cinematic feel to it that was really cool.
Yeah, that's like an extra level on top of an already cool idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that looked really cool. What else did we see with the EA? Some soccer, probably. Some basketball game
Yeah.
that'll never come out.
Yeah, there
Why?
wasn't anything else in there.
How is it so difficult for them to make a basketball game all of a sudden? That used to come out all the time. It's the most bizarre thing. And people fucking love basketball games. I don't, but
Yeah,
people do.
right.
I don't understand how they keep like it's been like 5 years since they put out like just a normal ass basketball game that wasn't like broken or something.
Really?
I
I have
think
not even
so.
followed it, so
Like all the problems with NBA Live that where like it keeps getting delayed, and then there was one year it was released and then immediately canceled because it was so bad. Like they released it and then they canceled the game. Like how do you even
cancel
do
the
that?
release game.
You can't. You can't do that. They just can't. They didn't even fix it. They canceled it. It said that's it. We're getting ready for next year.
Weird.
And then I heard the next one they put out was awful. And then there was one that was supposed to come out in March this year, right? And it didn't. And nobody even said anything.
Huh.
Like they
It
didn't
just
even
came and went.
mention. Yeah, March came and went. They didn't even mention that it wasn't coming anymore. And also nobody was like, "Hey, where's that game?" Which
That's
is
a good sign.
oh yeah, great sign. People are really waiting. Yeah, it's crazy. I
Is that
don't.
why they're kind of like rebooting NBA Jam, is to get a fun game out there?
Yeah, I think so. NBA Jam's
Not.
great.
Yeah, if only they would actually make it instead of doing a remake of a different thing.
Mm, yeah,
It's whatever.
yeah. I don't know.
Because that's like
EA
the last basketball game I think I played, and I played the fuck out of that. Kind of like it, NFL Blitz style.
on Genesis.
Yep,
Yep, me too. Fucking loved it.
I played Blitz on 64.
Yeah, I think
I guess
I.
I probably played courtside on 64 too, but didn't like it as much as NBA Jam. That was like a fun game,
Yeah,
game.
it's it was weird when you were a kid. You play like I had no interest in sports, but I still played sports games because I mean there just weren't a lot of games, and it was still kind of
Yep.
fun.
And
It's
those
still
are
fun.
inherently games. They're like games
Yeah,
already.
they're more gamey than the sports games of today, for sure.
Yep.
Where today it's like it feels like you're managing a
Yeah.
stadium instead
It's like
of
a
playing.
simulation.
Yeah, you're not a player. You're like the guy that pays for the t-shirts. Like I don't know what you are. You're everything.
Yeah.
I think you priced hot dogs in the last one. But yeah,
Yeah.
I want to play a game. I don't want to learn about teamwork.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about now, but yeah, I can't get into those anymore. What else did they do? Assassin's Creed, yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
fucking
looked
hate
real
those
interesting.
games.
I liked I liked two a lot
Yeah.
when I played it the first time. That was pretty much the only one I played
Hmm.
because I got three and I got Brotherhood, and I think it was three or Brotherhood. One of them I like stopped literally after like 30 minutes, and I was just like, they've ruined this. Whatever I liked about the previous thing, they fucked it up.
Yeah. I
So if they
I
make
have
it like two and kind of like open worldy, and I don't know, I could be super into that depending on what it is.
I thought they were all like that.
Well, they made at least the one I played, they like made it more story oriented and put a bunch of cutscenes. Like, so I quit because I had played it for a really long time, hour or whatever. I had been playing and had barely played anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I was just like, is there gameplay? What
Uh,
am I doing? What's happening?
that's fair. And yeah, I don't. I just don't. I played like a couple hours into the first one. That was it. I was like,
Mm,
this is not fun. This is even a little bit
yeah,
fun.
that's why I think 2 was
I heard that
the
two was a lot better.
because Assassin's Creed 1 was almost like a proof of concept that they put out. That was the criticism it got anyway.
Mhm.
It was like, oh, it's a functional game, but it's not enjoyable. And then 2 was when they like had a story and a bunch of stuff into it and a big open world that climb towers to fill in,
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
a
Yeah.
lot of tropes that either were taken from that or maybe they took and put in that game. But it was the first
Either
time I
way,
had ever
they
seen them.
either way they made him. They made him famous.
Yeah. And it
Uh,
was cool just to be able to climb on anything. I think that was the first time I had ever had that too, where it's just like, look at a thing, climb it.
mhm. Yeah. Around that time, um, there's another game like that that came out that was a whole lot more fun. What was it called? Infamous.
Oh,
Those are great. I love those. I haven't played the last one, but I played the first two. Those games are a lot of fun because you have superpowers and you can climb everything like Assassin's Creed. I remember
yeah,
I played Assassin's Creed and was like, I hate this. And then I played Infamous and I was like, I fucking love this.
yeah.
I
Super
just
quick, right? And you get like power ups and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. And they invent their own superhero to
Yeah,
make a superhero game without all the, with their own story. That's a
yeah,
cool thing. I mean, the story didn't, it's not going to blow anybody away, but it was serviceable and fun.
yeah. For a game to
So,
exist in, that's all that
yeah,
matters.
yeah. Assassin's Creed just doesn't, I'm not, I don't know what it is about it. I just don't find it interesting. I thought it was interesting when they showed it because it looked like it would be fun to climb around and
Hmm.
it'd be cool to see these locations that they rebuilt from the past. Like, that's a great idea.
That's pretty much the reason why I'm into it, is because there's going to be these apparently ancient places recreated
Hmm.
that you can walk around
Yes.
that I've wanted. Like, I remember watching a documentary about Tenochtitlan and thinking, oh, they should make a game based there just so that they can recreate that thing in a 3D environment and I can walk through it. And
Yeah.
that's the only way it'll ever happen is if they make a video game where you fight in it.
Yeah. A
But
giant
then I will use
AAA
that as
game.
an opportunity to just walk around because it looks cool.
Yeah. Too bad it's not in VR.
Yeah,
But
see, that'd be
yeah,
even better.
I can't care about Assassin's Creed. It's just not in me.
Right.
I
I
don't
won't
know.
uh I won't get it or play it unless I find out that it's mind blowing,
Yeah.
but it still looks cool to me.
I heard the
I'm still
fourth
at the
one
very
was
least.
really good.
Was that?
I heard the fourth one was really good. I never played it.
I didn't either.
The one with the pirate ships.
Yeah, I never played that. I kind of heard that too. I remember seeing a lot of glitches from it.
The fourth one?
Like,
I don't think it was the fourth
yeah,
one. I think it was the one after that that had the huge problems with the glitches, like Syndicate, or no, it was not Syndicate. It was no, maybe it was Syndicate. Whatever. It was. I don't think it was the pirate one that had the horrible problem. It probably had some,
yeah,
but yeah, I think it was one after that. I don't think it was called Syndicate though. I think it was called something else, like Indigo. That's not true. Who
Sin-
cares? It was yeah. Uh Godspeed to everybody that likes that series.
best of luck.
Yeah. It's a great idea, but like whenever they showed the gameplay, it was just like this looks like it sucks.
Yeah,
Follow these guys and get this one and kill that one, and it's just like this looks like bad Hitman.
yeah, and yeah, that's another thing too. Is there have been so many other great games that have come out since then,
Hmm.
that have like perfected a formula that kind of maybe did early on better than other things. Because that's the other thing is like there was
True.
at the time when I played that, games weren't where they are now. So if you gave me a choice, I'd be like, yeah, I'll play Zelda again.
Yeah, for sure. They actually solved a pretty big problem with a lot of those climate games where it's kind of like
Hmm.
it's like you have to climb in these specific places and it's kind of hard to even show to a player where it is you can grab and that kind of
Yep.
stuff. And it's also complete bullshit because it's like I can climb up this rocky surface but not this rocky surface. But
Yep.
then with Zelda, it's just like fucking climb anything. You get tired, you're fucked. Go at it.
Yep. Look up, see if there's any cliffs or ledges. You'll be surprised when you get there that it turned out not to be a ledge and it's just more mountain.
Yep, totally. And I wonder if people will implement that. I feel like a cartoony style lends itself to that more.
Absolutely.
So, but we'll see.
But you'd imagine like the next Elder Scrolls 6 whatever game,
Mm-hmm.
Space Rim. You'd think that one
Mm.
they're going to have to like
Wow.
figure out how to incorporate something like that at the very least to have surfaces be traversable in a way that's not like janky jumping, you know,
Yeah, for sure. Or they'll just
which
make
if
out
they
Fallout 4
do,
again.
and
I fucking hate that game.
it's VR now, right?
Yeah, that looked like garbage. I didn't like how that looked at all. The way the guns were all wavy, like they weren't attached. That I hate Fallout 4.
Really? I never played it. So,
Yeah, I didn't like 3. I never played Vegas. Fallout 2 was amazing. I played the living fuck out of that on my computer, like when I was a kid.
oh,
And it was so cool when Fallout 3 was coming out. It was like, oh my god, it's third person. It's like it looks just like Fallout. And it came out and it was the most boring thing in the world. But I didn't get that far because I hated it.
yeah,
The characters were
a good
fun
reason.
and goofy and uh horribly, disgustingly tragic in the PC version in a really charming way, in like a really fucked up way that I don't feel like they are in Bethesda's Fall games. I feel
Mm,
like they try to go for that, but they don't reach it. They just come off boring.
yeah.
But whatever. At least Doom's getting VR. Doom's fucking great.
Yeah, that's like its own experience, right? It's not the
Yeah,
game, it's yeah, okay. Just
yeah.
want to make sure.
I don't know how good it looks though. I don't really want to teleport and shoot things. I don't like that.
No. Yeah.
Like I
That's
don't
like
want
the
to do that.
biggest struggle with VR.
Yeah. Who wants to do that? Who that's fucking it's a very strange thing because it's so jarring.
Hmm.
And then you got move and then you got aim and then like how is that less jarring than moving around with an analog stick? This I do not understand.
Right.
I
Because I've
don't
done VR
understand.
like that.
With the
You
analog
get
stick?
used to it. Well, yeah, where you're
Yeah.
moving as you're
Hmm.
like your body's not moving, but you're moving and you're figuring it out.
Yeah.
You get used to it. It may be
Yeah.
initially weird, but then it becomes what you're experiencing. It's fine.
But and even if it wasn't, how is it better to teleport and move
Yeah.
sharply across the room and then have to figure out your surroundings in the middle of a firefight over and over and over again? I
Yeah.
don't understand how that's better. But I guess I don't make bad VR games.
Yeah. And it's a struggle in itself, VR, because if you're doing like wide appeal stuff, I think a lot of people do struggle with moving around. Like even Minecraft, when I played that in VR on Gear VR,
Mhm.
when I turned off the like I forget what they call it, but there's a thing where when you turn, it'll like move like in quick chunks instead of a smooth thing,
Yeah.
right? and I was like, oh, that's dumb. I don't want to have to like slowly rotate every time I turn. So I turned it off, and then I got like super nauseous, and that was in
Really?
Minecraft,
Damn.
which is like I
Damn.
wouldn't have expected that, but there's so much like motion and jumping, and you're just constantly
Hmm.
moving,
Yeah.
in a like spinning and whatever.
Yeah. That's wait, was this 4K Minecraft or regular Minecraft?
This is like 2K Minecraft on a phone,
Okay.
so about as low quality as you can get. The horizon was maybe like
Wait, 2K is a lot.
30 blocks. Oh yeah,
The TV is
I
like
was just
1K.
I was cutting it in half, but that's not even
Yeah.
true. It was probably
No, it's much
480p.
less. Yeah. There you go.
I was just
Um,
taking numbers and
yeah, I know.
making a joke, forgetting that they actually tie to stuff.
Yeah, they actually mean something. Um, you know what? When they said, "Mike, let's look at Minecraft in 4K," what I said in my head was, "Are you fucking kidding me?" It's
Yeah,
fucking dumb. And then once they showed it, I was kind of like, "This does look better, doesn't it?"
yeah,
Like the lighting, it looked like.
yep. And the sun is like it gives off like unless I'm mistaken, the old one was a square, and I could be wrong
I'm not
because
100% sure.
I haven't played Minecraft in a while, but this one looked like an actual sun that's giving off light
Hmm.
versus whatever it was before.
Yeah, but when it was like rising, coming through the trees, it looked pretty gorgeous. Actually,
Yep.
pretty impressive. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Minecraft still out there.
Yeah.
Godspeed. What I don't see any reason for that game to ever disappear. Just keep putting it on every console that comes out.
And it's cool to be able to play them all together, whatever that's called now, but where they all converge into one.
Yes, that is really cool. That's pretty amazing. So
Yeah.
like, I could play. You could be playing Minecraft on the PC, and I could hop on with my phone, right? That's
Yep.
amazing. That's really
That's kind of
impressive.
what I would like to experience is like put on VR version of Minecraft
Mm-hmm.
and
Play with
then
other
go
people.
into like, yeah, and see what the experience is like. Cause I bet I'd be moving a lot slower
Yeah,
because it'd
probably.
be a struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun to play Minecraft in VR, I think.
It's like a weirdly cool because you're just like playing like normal, and then you hop into the world, and then you go to like cut down a tree to get your first, basic stuff to get the
Mhm.
wood, and then you go under a tree, and you're like, oh, I can like look up at the
Yeah.
tree, like I see all the branches above me now instead of
Yeah.
like it's a weird like it's surprisingly cooler than I expected it would be,
Hmm. There's a lot of
considering
VR.
it's low bit
Yeah.
Minecraft. I was like, I've played this before. There's no reason why this is gonna be that cool.
Yeah, absolutely. They have really got to start just having VR experiences work with games that already exist. I feel like.
Hmm.
I feel like they have to work harder on that instead of making new ones that aren't fun.
Yeah.
I feel like
Even
VR
just like,
is going to go away if they don't. It feels like everyone's kind of abandoning it.
yeah, and making mini games, basically.
Yeah, and just like they're just like wringing whatever money they can out of the few people that bought it.
Well,
Like,
I'm still hopeful that it's gonna be like it's only dawning, because I
but
think there's so much potential,
it was a
but they
bad
really do have to
dawning.
commit. Huh?
It's gonna have to have a relaunch before it's big.
Well,
I really think it will. Maybe even with a new person entering the game, or maybe Valve comes out with a wireless headset and makes a big deal about it. But
yeah. I think the next generation of headsets will definitely change shit because then it'll be cheaper and better.
yeah, I don't even
I
think they
mean,
should have released this generation. I think they should have
well,
sat and worked on it. And I understand it costs money, but your Facebook.
Yeah.
You are Facebook. You you can wait.
Well,
Like
and they
that's
could have
the
just
truth.
made it the best. They could have eaten the cost a little bit if they
Yeah,
wanted to make it good.
absolutely, absolutely.
They have billions of dollars.
Yeah, uh, yeah. It's
I'm hopeful that Squanch Tendo is going to be making a bunch of stuff.
is that
Like their
Mr. Roiland?
VR focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're making just VR games. Like that's their entire focus.
Mm-hmm.
And the couple they've made already have been like fun, silly, enjoyable games.
Mm-hmm.
But like all those, they're not kind of like you're saying, they still are to a certain extent. They're just like they're not games where you like run around and do stuff. It's just
Yeah.
like you're stationary. It's trying to like work within that construct still is where VR is at.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hopeful that they would figure out a way out of that because they're
Yeah.
focused on it, you know?
Yeah. Or Valve. I mean, why did Valve put that thing out before they had something serious? Does Valve
Yeah.
even make games anymore?
Yeah, right.
I feel like we
Well, they
ask this
haven't.
question every 5 years, and then they come out with a new one finally. But it's been a
Well,
while.
yeah, it's been it's been a while since they've come out with a game, but they're always like amazing, you know? They polish them like
All their
years and
writers
years.
left though.
Oh, that's right.
Another one just left. It's
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're just not making games. I mean, they certainly don't have to as a company.
Right.
It's not something they need to be doing. But I
No. Yeah,
appreciated
they're
it.
making a shitload of money.
Yeah, they're fucking ranking in it for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Um,
Well, I might have to go to the bathroom.
okay, should we end this?
Um,
Wait,
sure. There.
I wanted to talk about Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I've never played the New Order. I'm going to buy it next time I see it on sale.
Yeah. It's good to have the Germans as the enemies again, you know?
Yeah, but
Been a
in
while.
a really fun way. Like
Yep.
that game looked like a blast, and like
Yeah.
that trailer was really weird and cool. Like
Yep.
that first cut was crazy. Like you thought something
Yeah.
was wrong with the trailer.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool because if you saw like a movie trailer with a cut like that, you wouldn't think twice. But something like a
Yeah.
video game trailer, you're like everything should be cut and dry. This is an
Yeah.
advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No mystery at all.
yeah, and that was really special. I really like that. I was very impressed with
Yep.
that.
It seems like a fun story.
Yeah, and everybody really liked the New Order, which I think was kind of a reboot that came out a couple years ago, and it seems like everybody's saying like, "Oh, they're going even more in that direction," and like Jimi Hendrix is in the New Order. I know that much
Oh,
about
really?
it. Yeah, Jimi
Wow.
Hendrix is like a character in it, and
That's fun.
like the beat, like there's like Beatles songs in it, but they're German.
That's awesome.
Like yeah, like stuff like that, and yeah, people say it was really good. I gotta check that out. But other than that, yeah, Bethesda failed to announce Starfield, which we pretty much know is being made. They teased the
Yeah.
fact that we know that it's being made by all the fucking stars and space stuff they put in their thing. Fuck you. They did that. You know they did that on purpose. And if they did that on purpose with nothing to show, double fuck you.
Yeah.
Because that was a yeah. Other than Wolfenstein, there's nothing in there for me.
Yeah. Either.
What do you think?
Yeah, same thing. I don't know. Nothing.
Well, what do you think about E3 so far? I mean, the press
Oh,
conference.
well, so far I'm psyched, but I'm just waiting for Nintendo to announce some stuff.
Yeah.
Like if I find out that there's what's that?
I'm interested in what Sony has to say too. But yeah, Nintendo.
Yeah, me too.
I'm most excited about Nintendo.
Yeah, we'll have to reconvene next. Be able to talk about that shit.
Yeah, we should be able to tomorrow.
But, yep.
Yeah.
But I might have to bail right now because I gotta like run to the.
Okay. All right. All right. See you later.
All right. Bye.
This has been an episode. I'm Justin. That's Derek. See you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.